Hey everybody, I'm here to give you 10 beginner tips to help you get better at Valorant. None of them are going to be in any specific order of importance, just so you know. Each tip is equally as important as the last one, or better, or maybe just slightly worse. It all depends how you choose it. I'm not going to go in depth about all of them, but I'll speak briefly about them and show you on the screen what I'm talking about. Let's get this started. Number 1, the movement circle. What's a movement circle, you say? If you look at the minimap when you're running around, you see a small white outline around your body. That, my friends, is a movement circle, and what it means is that anyone and everyone inside that circle will be able to hear where you are and where you're going. I've noticed a fair amount of players who are running around when they're trying to be sneaky, and if you're one of these players, this can benefit you so much. Alright, number 2, walk. This one kind of ties in with the first one. Learning when you should be walking and when you should be running is very important. If you're trying to flank an enemy that you think is around the corner, you should walk. Because you run, they're going to be able to tell and they can kill you. If you're on A site on Haven and 2 of your teammates just died on C, you should be running. Also, it's important to take note, if your teammates are walking near you, try to be sneaky with them, because you're just going to give away their position also. Tip number 3, practice your aiming. If you're new to Valorant, or if you're just new to first-person shooters, this is especially important for you. Riot Games was thankfully nice enough to set up a practice range in Valorant. I'd recommend going to practice range and put the bots on easy mode. Once you press start, the bots should start spawning in, and you want to aim at each bot's head and try to kill them as soon as possible. Once you feel like you've gotten comfortable or just better, move to medium bots. You'll notice they start spawning in sooner. And then again, once you're comfortable with medium bots, you can go on to hard. Just so you know, hard is pretty much like it says. It's hard. They spawn in and you have probably 500 to 600 milliseconds in between each one to react. So, good luck. Number 4, aiming down sights. I notice a lot of people just aim down sights whenever they can, but in Valorant, aiming down sights is very situational. And I guarantee you 9 out of 10 times you think ADSing is the best choice, it probably isn't. When you aim down sights in Valorant, depending on what gun you're using, the rate of fire, the recoil pattern, or just how the gun completely shoots changes. If you look at pro players, most of the time they choose to ADS with the Vandal or Phantom is when the enemy is really far, where that zoom for the weapon helps them out. But most of the time, if they're in a certain range, they're just going to hip fire. So try getting used to hip firing in the game. Alright, number 5, learn spray patterns. While this game doesn't have true spray patterns that are the same every single time you shoot, it still does have one that's pretty similar to remember. To learn spray patterns, you have to move your mouse the opposite direction that your gun moves. So if you look closely at the Phantom, you notice it goes up, left, then right, and sometimes it'll go up, left, right, and then back left again. It's going to be different each time, but it'll still be pretty similar, and the only way to get better at it is by practicing. Number 6, it's going to sound weird, but you have abilities, so make sure you use them right. I've seen so many people who are playing Raze or Brimstone, Phoenix, and they still finish the round with their molly or their grenade. You're going to get those abilities back every round, and it's not going to cost you. So if you see an enemy or you hear an enemy, that grenade can help you out a lot. Also really important that you use your abilities when you're safe to use them. I've been seeing so many Brimstones and Omens try to use a smoke, but they're standing out in the open and they die because of it. Number 7, stick to one agent at a time if you can. If you're new to the game, switching agents every game can be really overwhelming and also pretty confusing. You want to try to learn how to play one agent at a time. So say if you play Sage one game, try playing her again for the next 2 to 3 games. 1, you'll become more comfortable with her and do better. And 2, next time you play as Sage, you won't be lost in sauce. Also, sticking to one agent at a time can help you know your playstyle and know if that agent suits your playstyle. Number 8, learn the callouts of each map. If you press M on your keyboard, you see that most areas on the map have a word on top of it. Those words are the callouts for that respective section. It's a really small thing, but it's very important. If you see someone on the map and you have a teammate nearby, It's much easier to say, hey, he's lamps, instead of you screaming, he's to your left. What's going to happen is you're going to scream, he's to your left, and everyone on your team, even if they're not even near you, are going to look to the left and they're going to be confused. But if you say, he's lamps, everyone around you is going to look towards the lamp section. It's really small, but really important and can help out a lot. Number 9. Some might say this is a preference, but just because you can afford any weapon on the game doesn't mean you should just buy any weapon on the game. Ideally, there's only 4 to 6 that you should be using on a full round. The rest of them are just theirs for different situations, and while they aren't bad, they're not going to be ideal. Most rounds that you're able to afford a Vandal, you should buy the Vandal or the Phantom. The preferred weapons in game to buy are either the Bulldog, Guardian, Phantom, Vandal, or the Operator. The others are used in very different situations, but I'm pretty sure you'll see a clip on Reddit of some guy on montage using the Judge and he's getting kills. Yeah, that's good, he got the kills, but if you ask him how many times he used the Judge and he didn't get the kill, guarantee you he'll have died more than he got much more kills. Again, really situational, but you don't want to always buy the Stinger if you can afford a Phantom. Number 10. This is the final one, boys and girls. Kills win rounds, but communication is what wins games. How many times do you see someone on your team or the enemy team have so many kills, but they still lose the game? If you aren't communicating to your team, you're just going to have a bad time. And if you were to lose, but everyone's still communicating, the game is much more fun and enjoyable for yourself and also for everyone else. If you don't have a microphone, that's perfectly fine and understandable. Just tell your teammates in chat that you're going to ping on the map. And that ping can mean so much. Hey everyone, if you're sticking around this far in the video, I really appreciate you watching. Honestly, I really appreciate it. You notice that some tips such as crosshair placement, movement, or how to use your money, I didn't talk about at all, and that's not because they're not important. It's because I've made videos that go much more in depth about it than I can on a brief video. And you'll see it at the end of the video, and I highly recommend watching it. It'll help you out a lot.